Hey y'all.
Good
Hey.
evening.
I'm so happy to be sitting here with y'all today. I don't remember how many episodes we in, but Jen is leading us tonight. We want to give some acknowledgement to the fathers and just men in general. So they're our topic tonight. And we're gonna be nice. Maybe.
We gonna be nice.
We're gonna be
Give 'em-
good time.
I'm
We're
We
gonna
gotta
be
give
really
them one
nice.
day.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna be nice. Well, welcome back. Well, we took a week off.
Mhm.
We didn't see each other last week.
We had
Welcome
Maya's
back.
birthday.
Maya birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank
Maya.
you.
Right.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
And then y'all got rid of some people on some
Yeah, we
graduations.
had graduations
Thank
and
God.
proms, and that's over with. So now we going into Sunday and Father's Day. So my topic, I decided let's talk about fathers versus baby daddies.
Y'all said
That's
we
where we
was gonna be
starting.
good.
She started it.
I just
That's where
wanna
we
know.
starting.
So the reason I say that, and I switched it up because I was ear hustling, listening to a conversation in the background or whatever, and the man said to him, Father's Day was just another day, and he a good father, and I was like, wow, why he feel like that? And he was like, today my birthday, and my daughter called me and was like, happy birthday, daddy, but I need $1,000. He
That sound like something I would do.
Me too.
Father's Day is just another day. He was like, but Mother's Day special. So I want to know, why is that?
And before we get into that, just I want to piggyback on what she said because I was listening, scrolling on TikTok like I normally do, and it was a gentleman on there who was talking about holidays and how they're prioritized. And so Mother's Day is like it's Christmas, then it's Mother's Day. And then you saw it, Crystal?
I did see
and I
that.
think that he said Father's Day was like it was between 10 and 15 on the list.
Yes, I saw Mother's Day up there,
Really?
up there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
and
all the way down.
it's all the way,
there.
and I'm guilty. I do have to just put myself on
The
blast real
card
quick.
section like this big.
I didn't know it was this weekend, so somebody mentioned one of,
Oh my
one of my
gosh.
one of my friends I was talking to
See,
who
that's
happens to
bold,
be a
y'all.
guy, and
That's
he said
bold.
that too. He was
That's
like,
so
I don't know how
bold.
he was talking about it, and I was because I'm out of town this weekend,
See,
and so
And that's
I
why
was-
your mind is gone. You ain't even
She ain't
thinking.
about Father's
that's
Day.
all
I
you
didn't even
thinking
know.
about.
That's a shame. We got to be better, but yeah, I didn't
Yes.
even realize it was Father's Day.
That's bold.
Yes, that's
Hey.
very bold.
Yeah.
But
Why-
it's true.
why-
I've seen that. I didn't see that particular video, but I saw somebody post where Mother's Day is up there with Christmas, Easter, all of that stuff.
Right.
Father's Day far
And
down the list.
I think compared to
crazy.
Mother's Day, it's because we push, we carry the baby, we push the baby. But I do think that Father's Day needs to be celebrated a lot more than it is. But I think that the reason why Mother's Day may be a little bit more prioritized or marketed, or for lack of a better term, I think it really is because the mother wears so many hats. We carry the baby, we push the baby
Labor.
out.
Yeah.
But that's not a
You do
not
still
saying-
have some wonderful dads out here,
But
though.
You
Right,
do.
really
I
do.
think
just
it's
about
gonna
to
start
say
with
that
us
right
too.
now,
Yeah.
it's so many great dads now.
It is.
Like
It
it's
is.
so many dads that's doing all of what the mother's supposed to be
And
doing.
I know a lot of
It's
them.
I know a
like,
lot of
So
them,
yeah.
too.
we can't have this narrative where all dads is just trash.
But how do
And
we push
that's
that
the
forward?
narrative
I
that's out there.
I think
Like,
it starts with us. I think we may have to
You gotta
be not
celebrate.
selfish a little bit and just celebrate them a little bit more. Talk about it a little bit
And we
more.
gotta
Promote it.
Yeah, but
and
you
you
just
gotta
gotta acknowledge.
the ones that's trying, because
Yep.
some of
Yeah.
them do
The trying dad is good.
and they don't have it financially, but they got the time, or they don't have the time, but they got the money.
Mhm.
So when they trying, we have to give them something.
Their
and
flowers.
sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't acknowledge that. And it's like when you do, you get knocked down. It'd be like, girl, well, when he gonna mess up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What he
maybe
do wrong?
it'll help
Yeah.
too if we get all the other mamas
Yeah,
to
it
stop
just be
posting
like-
Happy Father's Day to me.
Oh, please.
We gotta just
I
let
don't
it
think that's
go.
gonna never
We gotta
happen.
let it go. I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
think
ever
that's
gonna
ever gonna
go,
happen.
but we just gotta let it go.
Because it's a lot of guys
We gotta let
that
it
can
go.
do that on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a lot of them that
Definitely.
can.
They
do
gonna
it.
get ate up too.
Why?
They would. They
Why
would
though?
though.
Why though?
I don't know, but they would.
Why would they?
I
get ate
wouldn't.
up?
I just think they go comfort
and
them.
that's bold.
It is. I feel bad for them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
my son is a full-time father since day one with two of them,
Wow.
Uh-huh.
a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. 24/7, up 3 o'clock in the morning, bottles, all that.
I mean, I
See?
could think of some things why, why Father's Day is not celebrated as Mother's Day, but it's just like, how can we change it? Like, how, your
Because it's
kids
equal
acknowledge them,
now.
and
It's so equal. It's so equal now.
not
It's
to
just
everybody.
as
Not
many,
everybody.
Not
but
to
it's just
everybody.
as many great
It
dads as
is.
it is great moms in the world. It might not be equal in each person's
Yeah.
household, but it's just as many. So it's like, how do we get rid of the narrative of Happy Father's Day to me?
And just because a household is
the dad
divided
is
doesn't mean a dad is
that
not a
the
good
dad is
father.
not a good father.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of them want to be a good father and they can't. Like they want to and they can't. You have so many obstacles and
I
it's
ain't gonna say it's never gonna change, but
it should.
it is one of those things that's gonna be talked about for a long time. It's been talked
It's
about for a
been,
long
yeah.
time. Just like racism, just like everything. It's been
Yeah.
talked about for a long time. It ain't gonna never just
But
go
I
away.
think back in the day, a lot of those fathers that I hear, to me, those was the ones that was deadbeats.
Wasn't
They
there?
didn't really spend time with their sons or their daughters or show up for them like how these dads do now. Like
It was mostly
they
money back
felt
then, for
like
sure.
they just pay the bills and that's it. Now you got fathers that take their kids to school, pick them up, do practices, show up at games, be there since birth, and it's like they
Mhm.
still don't be able to get celebrated how they need to. I don't know. It's
Very
so
true.
it's a hard one. It's
That
a hard
is.
one.
What makes a good dad?
A
Hmm.
trying dad?
Yes, a trying
A
one.
trying one.
Showing up.
Trying your
Showing
best.
up. Yes. Being there.
Yeah.
Supportive.
That part.
Hmm.
What makes a good dad, Maya?
It's definitely showing up. It's the time for me. And just to piggyback off of what Jen said too, like a couple weeks ago, my baby runs track up at Renaissance. And so the first track meet that he had, I actually made a post about it because I was in utter amazement at the number of men that were there with their children.
Yes.
Like it was way more men than women there, coaching their kids, supporting. And baby, track is from 8 o'clock in the morning to
To
5 o'clock.
8 o'clock at night sometimes.
Okay, and sis was out there on the struggle bus. But it was so many dads
They
out
there.
there showing up, tents, coolers, motivating the kids, really working with them. And that really, really warms my heart because it really, really looked good to have so many men just there being supportive in a good space, whether they were just there coaching, whether it was their child. It just really was a good sight to see. But I think women think they getting more attention by bashing, unfortunately, than they are by praising.
I
And
agree.
Yes.
I think that's really what the problem is. It's almost like if I say good things, like how are people, I'm getting more attention, I'm getting more validation if I'm bashing versus if I'm saying
And
these things.
that's
social
so
media.
true. That's so
Social
true
media.
because I feel like as long as you have negative things going on,
Oh,
people
everybody
surround
gonna love
themselves
it.
around you. But then as soon as you turn that around and it's positive, it's like nobody want to hear it. They get
Mhm.
tired of you. It's like, oh, she keep talking about her baby
She thinks
daddy.
she all
She
that.
keep talking about her husband.
Oh,
She keep talking
man.
about her
Bougie
kids.
this,
I know
yeah.
that.
She bougie. She keep
Yes.
posting her daughter. I'm tired of seeing prom. I'm tired of.
How do you get
I'ma
tired of
praise
seeing
my
that?
What
baby.
is
I'ma praise
wrong
my
with
kid.
y'all? So it's like
That's
How
that
do you get
mind.
tired
you
of seeing
can't
that?
That's crazy.
get
They don't want to see
upset
you.
because somebody praising
Yep.
a man that's doing the right thing. But like you said, Maya, they will.
They will.
They'll trash you. They come for you.
They
Soon as
will.
you say your husband good or your baby daddy good or you don't have those problems, they like, oh, it's coming.
That's very true.
It's
I
coming.
have
Wait
had a
for it.
few
He gonna
people.
cheat. He gonna do this. He gonna leave.
That's
You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
that's
You
very.
can't
You are
like
so right about
what?
that.
Like
I've
y'all
had a few
sound
people that didn't want to
crazy.
talk to me, like me, just like I had a friend or whatever. would
That word friend.
yeah, like I'll
right?
be having a good
Associate.
yeah.
Maya
I'll
was
be in a
ready.
really good space. Yes, don't worry, see y'all. But I would be talking so good, like, oh, I'm like, what y'all got going on? Like, we had a real good week, X, Y, and Z. Oh, y'all still going through that one thing? No, we worked everything out. We okay.
Why would you bring that up?
I'm in a good space, and you brought that up. Okay,
Always.
and and that friend would
That one time.
that one person
Always.
will
That
bring
one
that up
time.
all the time.
All
If
the
I'm in a
time.
good space, they're gonna keep bringing up the one thing you
That
know
one
about.
time.
That's why you keep things to yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep
Keep it to
it
yourself.
to yourself. Because when you in a good space, they be like, well, you just was okay.
Like,
That's
I was just
over.
aggravated. You
That
were just
was over.
annoyed by him.
And you
Yeah.
can
So,
be annoyed.
it's
Just
okay.
because you annoyed today don't mean you got a bad husband.
Right. Like,
Or
it's
a
okay.
bad
I was
baby
annoyed.
daddy.
We ain't gotta
You know
keep
what I'm
talking about him
saying?
annoying me
Just
last
because we
week.
had an argument, me and my baby daddy, that don't mean, oh, we in a bad space.
Right.
Like,
We still got to
Yeah.
see each other.
no, like that's
But
not
that's why
what it
they say that
means.
one thing about, and like you said, social media that really messed us up, because once you put that narrative out there on social media, it's
That's
hard.
all they think
That's all
about.
they think about. It's the
Yep.
same way like when, with your family members. That's why they say don't tell your family members and your friends when you going through stuff with your mate, because you might let it go,
But
but
they didn't.
your family members and your friends not. And I could just use myself as an example because I'm guilty of that. Very early on when I was going through my challenges with my kid's father, I was very, very vocal on social
And
media
venting.
about it, venting.
Really?
I was very vocal. It just was it was. That's the
I
space I
had
was
my
in.
moments where I done done
But
it.
when we
Not with my
got
husband
better,
now, but in my past
but when we got
relationship.
better, and then I started to post different things about, how he was, better with the boys, and our relationship had got better, and just talking about co-parenting and how it once you get to that place, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's
A lot
a
of
great
people
place to
like
be.
couldn't
Let
they
that
couldn't
anger
vibe
go.
with
Let
that.
that
They couldn't
anger.
let it go. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it may have taken like years, because it did, but now that we're in that space and we're able to co-parent and it's healthy, like it can be done. You just have to be in a space where both parties want to. But it's just very unfortunate that once you do put that narrative out into the world, it's no, even though we've moved on from it, it's still, that stigma is still there. And I think that's what a lot of fathers go through, the stigma of when they maybe weren't the best, or maybe
Right.
they had challenges, or maybe they were coming up short. And then we as women, we publicize that. We talk to our homegirls, we talk to our families. And then, like I said, when it comes back around, that they get better, they get in a better situation. It's hard for people to let that go. But then we also do have to continue to praise them for the small things that they're
Definitely.
doing.
I agree.
And like Jen said, it may not always be the money, but maybe he coming to pick them up and take them to school, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't have the time because he work a lot, but if you need X amount of dollars for this sport or this or that, he coming through. So we got to stop focusing so much on the negative, especially with our Black men, because they really,
They got it hard on them.
they
got
go
it
through
hard.
enough. And I
They got it
agree with
hard.
Jen. A lot of them present day, I feel like, are trying. You do have those that, come up short, or that maybe aren't where we want them to be. But I think it's important that we give them some grace. And I am one of those people who had to learn how to do that as well.
It's like just as well a deadbeat mom, it's a deadbeat dad.
Absolutely.
But now it's just equal. So it's like just treat it such. If you got one that's not doing what he's supposed to do, keep it between y'all. Like
Yep.
it don't have to be on social media.
Mhm.
Somebody don't have to know all of these things that this man doing, because you never know what somebody going through at the end of the day. And sometimes these women put out these narratives about these men and it's not true. Like they stopping them. The men,
They ain't putting the whole story out there.
You get the women who you can't see them. They can't come over. They can't be around your girlfriend. They can't be around your mom. Some men don't have it in them to go to court and deal with that. Some men don't want to deal with the police at all.
Definitely.
You have to think about what our Black men have to go through. Like they have to go through a lot. So it's like dealing with the police. They be like, I'm not going to deal with the police. So they bag up. I think it's like a control thing, like to control them from day one. Because how do you tell a man, if you really let them bond with a kid, how do you tell your kid, no, your dad, no, you're not going with your dad?
Right.
Like it sounds retarded to me to be like, no, you can't go with your dad. Because how can he say, no, you can't go with your mom? He
Right.
can't. Who gonna tell me my kid can't go with me?
Nobody.
So how do we think that it's not supposed to be the same way as the dad? And I think child support play a whole factor in that because how many men pay child support and then don't do nothing else?
There's a lot, but I mean, well, not to
There are
shame
some
the
fathers
woman
that feel like they
to.
don't have to
I mean, they
do
feel like that's
anything.
it.
I mean maybe they do feel like that. Hey, you taking half of my money, because with child support, they're not getting the full amount
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
They're how can I say it? The state is taking half of it too as well. They're getting their cut out of it as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not like the mothers are getting that full amount. And I do get it. So if I'm a man, I'm trying to pay bills, like you said, I'm a trying dad. I'm trying to pay bills. You got me on child support. I had to think about that myself,
That
but
they got
yeah,
bills.
that they got bills as well. Like they got a life, they got another family,
Mhm.
and just like I get mad if I miss a day of work, my short check, you mad at stuff like that. It's something to think about.
Exactly.
So just the way you want to be treated, you got to think about that.
Yeah, but you got. I mean, I'm not trying to put. I'm not bashing the men. I swear to God, I'm not.
'Cause
But
you
we
got
have to
some.
consider both sides. We have to consider the moms and the
We
dads.
do. We
We
do.
can't just say if I put him on child support, he can't pay his bills. I can't even pay mine right
You're
now
right.
because
You're
I'm
right.
trying to be nice to him.
You're right.
So it's not
I had to think
always
about that too.
a bitter baby mama trying to put somebody on child support.
It's a
Is
trying to
you are
make it.
missing. We have these children together, so we have to support them together. Just like you have bills, I have those same bills.
Right.
But if my load is now heavier because I'm solely taking care of the children and you don't get that part, then I have to put you on child support if you're not going to put up your part. So it's not just, and then I know y'all saw that TikTok video too when that lady made the video like, oh, my baby daddy posted on Facebook like, oh, she got my child support check. She did win and took a trip. She posted the $7 that I got. Let me go get my nails done. Let me go get my hair done with your $7. Like, come on. It's not. It's not.
It don't be a
they
lot
all.
like
Child
that.
support don't
But
be
the
that.
thing
What people
about
think
that,
it is.
but the thing about that, that's only for people that's like in our community. That's only for people who get in state assistance, where the states step in and get some.
True.
Some people,
Well,
NBA players, they getting they woman getting that whole $250,000
Yeah.
every month. Their kid don't need $250,000 a month to
see, it's a
live.
It's a
percentage.
lifestyle.
Their
It's the
kid
lifestyle.
need their father.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So it's like when you eliminate that, what do you come up with to make it where the dad still need to be involved? I think that's where a lot of them step out at, because it's like, if I'm paying all of this money, that's it. I'm not being involved,
And when you mention,
because they get mad. It's like, okay, she getting all my money, I don't want to be around. But if it's something forced where, oh, okay, you need to have them 4 days and she have them however many, 3.5, y'all split it.
see, and I feel differently about forcing somebody to be in a child's life.
Definitely.
This is just my opinion.
This your
I'm
child
just
just as
not.
much as
Yeah.
mine.
If I have
Yeah.
to, if I tell you, if I feel like I really need to keep my child from my child's father, if I feel like, oh, you gotta take me to court, if it ever got to something like that, I do expect for you to take me to court because this is your blood, this is your child. A lot of men that will sit back and tell me, or I heard men say, I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to court. Why
Why
wouldn't you?
not? If
Why
you wanted
wouldn't
to.
you?
Yeah.
If she, I'm not all women. Some people do it on purpose. Some people put the whole court on you on purpose and just being bitter.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about those ones. I'm talking about the ones who had whatever reason they had. They put you in that situation. Now they got to go to court. Why would you not go? Why are you comfortable just giving money and never seeing your child again?
Some
Because
of
you
them
don't want to go see the.
comfortable with giving away their rights.
Yeah, but you say you scared of the police, but you drive every day with no license. Come on, you're not really scared of the
You're
police.
not.
Because if
Yeah.
you can
You
sit
pick
here
and
and tell
choose,
me
true.
I don't want to go to court because I don't want to deal with the police. You drove across 8 Mile and across state lines and all kind of stuff and still scared of the police. So you're not
Right.
gonna tell me that I got issues with the cops. That's why I ain't even gonna go to court for you and do all the most. It's excuses.
I
That-
mean, it's
I
just
agree.
it's different ways for different people. That's
It
all.
is.
It's
It
different
is.
ways for different people, but the narrative of it being just a bash day
Mm.
is what I'm saying. Like, it's just as many great fathers
It
as
sure
it is
is.
mothers.
It is.
So the bash day of Father's Day is what I'm saying. Like, it need to just
It just
be,
let it go.
yeah,
They need to
just-
make it like
It's
Mother's
different
Day.
now. And I'm
A big
seeing the
holiday.
difference.
Yeah.
I see the
So
difference.
if you have that, I feel for you. I'm sorry that you got to go through that. But let the dads that
They're
Let 'em-
arguing
let 'em have
it.
they day.
Let them have their
have
day.
their day. Let them be
Please retire those
celebrated
statuses.
without
They're not.
all of the
It's not.
negativity. Like, let Father's Day cards be just as great as Mother's Day
And you're right,
card.
because you
Let the
said that Mother's Day
section,
is just as equal, but I don't
yeah.
see those deadbeat mamas statuses. Not for real.
No, I don't.
I don't really
Because
see those
But
much.
men ain't doing.
gonna do all
I was
that.
gonna say men ain't
No,
doing all that.
no, they do. They
Some
they
of
are
them.
now.
I see some. Yeah,
They are
A
now,
little
which is
bit.
weird,
Them
but
not men. Those are
those
not
are little
men.
Right.
boys.
Those are little boys.
Yeah.
there you
Grown
go.
men.
I don't see women got grown kids still bashing their kids' fathers.
Oh
Like,
God,
Like they grown now.
I'm
What are you
not.
still bashing on
Yeah.
Father's Day for?
I don't know, move past that. Like,
Yeah, and
what?
I think the one that I really don't like is when the women try to tell me Happy Father's Day.
No.
Like, no, let's not do that. If you don't,
You're not a man.
if you're not a man, and if
Wait for your day.
if the father's not in the life for whatever reason, whether it's just don't say nothing.
Right.
Right.
Like, just don't say
They don't
nothing.
even exist today.
but
Then
that-
how about
yeah,
that?
let's
Today
just
is a
move
regular
on.
Sunday.
A
for
regular
you.
Sunday for you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because now those make me feel like some kind of way. I ain't never said that. Like, I'm just like be silent, but it ain't never tell me Happy Father's
I
Day.
ain't doing that. I ain't
Like,
never did that.
Yeah, that's just a bit much.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And
I
that-
agree.
and I do. I think that's very demeaning.
Like you said,
Across the
Maya,
board.
like at the beginning, I had some growing up to do as well. I didn't go on social media saying stuff like that, but yeah, my mouth was kind of loose too on certain situations. You'd be like, you know what? But it's all about the way you handle your frustration. Definitely had a lot of growing to do.
Yeah.
Oh baby, a lot. But I
Mhm.
never, I keep my business to myself now because, like you said, it's some loose lips out here.
Yeah.
These
And then
trying to
people
tell your
wanna
business.
see
They
you.
want to see you. They don't
wanna
want to see you
you
grow.
when it's
Yes,
down. They want to see
definitely.
you hurting. They want to see you with you a problem with your baby daddy. Because if y'all
Oh,
don't got no
yes.
problem, y'all sleeping together. So
Oh
Ooh,
God,
why
yes.
Why you? Ooh,
You sexual with
that's-
each other.
ooh.
That is a why
that's
is that
a
narrative
stigma.
painted?
That's-
What is going on with that?
That's very
Y'all
true.
getting along or y'all doing something?
And
he,
that
got-
was
he gave you some money, baby. We got kids. What?
I want all the money. What you mean?
Right.
Kids over here?
And I ain't gonna stop him. If he say here goes some money, thank you. You think I'm gonna say no?
Look,
but that is the truth because I went through that for sure. Like, oh, y'all back friends, y'all must be like, no,
No.
like things
Co-parenting.
work so much better
when you
When
put the
you-
kids first.
and when you can be cordial. Like we can
Yes.
still be friends and be parents. Like we
Yeah.
don't have to hate each other. Like we don't gotta be that just because we
Mhm.
not together. We can still be friendly and co-parent, and it don't gotta be nothing else.
Yeah.
It don't gotta be
Nothing else. You got to learn that. You have to learn that.
And if the dad
And we gotta
is
grow up.
trash,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? The kid gonna figure it out.
They are.
don't
That
They're
is
going to
true.
see it. They're
to
going to see
tell
it.
them anything. Like putting these narratives on the kids about their dads, their grandparents.
You sure do not.
It has to stop. Like all you have to do is let
Do
them
what you
see.
gotta do.
They gonna
kids,
see.
They
They
going to
gonna
see
see.
it.
They
I
gonna see.
learned that. My daughter came to me with a lot of stuff. You know, she
Baby.
was just telling me, and I'm like, I ain't saying nothing about that. She just was
Figuring
noticing
it
what
out.
was going
Attention.
on. So
They
I'm
grow
so
up.
happy
Yeah.
that everything turned out and turned around. So yeah, they notice.
grow up.
They grow up. They notice. They know
They
who
grow
doing
up.
what. They know what
Yes.
you ain't doing. So can't no father say, "Oh, you bitter." Nah, baby, them kids see what you doing.
Yep.
Mhm. And even when the father in the home, don't get me wrong, the mama, the mother, we are still doing more. That's
Mhm.
our job. We're the nurturer.
That's what we are.
I don't
we
want that job.
going to
Yeah, well,
do more.
sick of this job.
Even if we don't want to, we gon' it's automatic.
it's automatic. It is
It's
automatic.
automatic. So we're
Mhm.
gonna
It's
do
It's the way we
it's just like your
operate.
man too. I mean, you
Yes.
taking care of him
You
too.
taking
I don't care
care
what
of
nobody
him.
say. That's a
You
child.
taking
That's your
care of
child.
him
That's
too.
your child.
It's your child.
That's my child.
I got
Look,
4 kids.
you-
I wish I could claim them. That's how you
on
be
your
like,
tax-
Yeah.
Exactly.
Real. Real.
That's real.
It's
That's
so
real.
real.
That's why I'm just gonna
I
stay
mean,
in my
it's-
lane. I'm trying to get rid of the ones I got. I don't need to pick none up
no,
along
you
the
not.
way.
No, you're not letting them go. But
That is very true. I get that all the time. Like I'm at work, the elderly is all around me. I get a lot of my doctors walk past, like, you women need to just understand. I'm like, this is never gonna change.
yeah,
No,
it's not.
every time a patient
I guess the
sit
sooner
in
we
my
realize
chair,
that, the
they
better
be
off
like,
we'll be.
something you having my wife. Like, yes, we're in control of
Yeah,
everything.
Everything.
So it's the way it is, whether the
So,
man
yeah.
in the house or not. The mom is doing more.
Always.
So
From waking up to going to sleep.
to going to sleep. So the bashing of he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. If he doing something, acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah, it's simple. It's one day.
You gotta
It's
just
one day.
You know,
you gotta
acknowledge the
practice
people.
that.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I acknowledge and move on. I'm gonna acknowledge from away though.
You can acknowledge.
I'm gonna acknowledge
You
from
you
away.
don't have to
So if
acknowledge
you
away.
don't have nothing nice to say.
Don't
Just
say nothing at all.
And that's the
Leave
thing
it
though,
alone.
and that's on all things. Like we
Yeah.
gotta learn if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just like you ain't gotta push your negativity off on everybody. Like let the people be happy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna change the subject right quick. That's one of the reasons why I really don't post on social media no more. I swear, because
They don't want to see you happy.
If you, as long as I was turned up on the thousands, cussing out everybody,
You had 50 freaking likes.
everybody was
Comments.
on there saying. The minute I calm down, I don't be having nothing going on. I just be chilling,
Post your kids
posting
up.
my kids or me and my
You
husband
yeah,
on vacation
business.
or
Girl.
it's
Oh, they don't like
they
that.
Be mad.
They don't like it.
You can't have a good man. It's impossible.
Yep.
You-
He cheating somewhere.
He cheating. Oh, he working.
That's so
plant.
sad.
Oh, girl, he cheating.
Oh, he
Girl.
doing.
Oh, he do this. He go to the gym. He cheating on you. It's somebody like
He can't even
every
have a-
He ain't posting you. He don't like you.
If he ain't girl, it's like please.
And it's the same thing with the
I got
kids.
that
If
one
he ain't
before.
if he ain't posting his kids, then he must not be taking care of his
Right.
kids.
It's so many narratives. Like that's crazy.
It's just like no, they a man. They different. They
Yeah.
they operate
Operate
different
different.
than us. It's
Yes.
just it's simple.
It
We are
it
not
is.
the same.
We're not.
I got it a
Niggas
lot
not
from my
allowed to
daughter
be
Prime.
happy.
Why you do that? Why you do this? Because I wanted to do
'Cause
that
it's
for her.
my
This is
money.
my money. This is my child. You don't
That
tell me
I
what to do
worked
for that I
for.
worked for.
Yes.
It's some haters out here, baby. You
Yes.
gotta watch them.
It's just mad folks.
Yep.
That's what I say. Now
Mad.
they just mad. Mad.
You're
when they
happy
wake
going on the
up.
right track, baby. They don't like
Mad,
it.
mad.
That's so unfortunate.
It is.
It's
So for
fine,
Father's
'cause
Day, we get a lot of they say I don't want no socks, no cologne.
Oh, that's what we
Right.
gonna buy these
What you-
people.
What y'all want?
What do you get a father for Father's Day?
I don't know.
Thoughtful gifts.
Because everything I was thinking of, I done seen it on the internet. They like, we don't want no grills. We don't want no lawnmowers. I'm like, wait, I thought my husband want that type of stuff.
Nothing to make them work. Wait a minute.
Like, wait.
And you just,
They
if
don't
you
want
seriously
socks
thinking like
no
we
more.
have so much variety of stuff that we be wanting. We don't care. Like we'll take a new
It's a
bottle
lot.
of perfume, some new sandals, a person. But they be like, no, I don't want that. No, but so what do you really get a father?
I don't know, because I be wanting a washing machine.
Right. A new refrigerator.
I can't believe we are finally at that page, that
I be
stage in
wanting
life.
all
A
that
new
type of
stove,
stuff,
matching
new
stove.
technology stuff.
I don't know.
I
What
I
you
ain't,
supposed to
listen-
get them?
I ain't had to buy nothing in a long time. So
You
Well,
can buy
Father's
something.
I don't
Day.
buy anything either. My kids do. They're at that age that they do.
Oh, right.
So I don't. I don't either.
You gotta still assist
that's just for what?
with them buying their gift.
So what
Do
about
you
that?
help-
What y'all
what-
think
how
Do
do
you
about
feel
that?
like you have to assist your kids?
It, at a certain
You ain't
age?
helping because you just
Ain't.
get what you get.
Okay,
It
Get what you
depends
get.
I
on
guess
the
when they
age.
little.
It
Just get what
depends
you
on the
get.
age.
She talking about
They big boys. They can
They
do
big
it.
boys, like they figured out. It's
They can do it.
And yeah, I can't remember the last time. I'm one of them out the box people though with gifts. Anyway, like I don't be trying to do the standard stuff because I feel like that's just what people expect. So I
Yeah,
always try to do
definitely.
something
Thoughtful.
different.
thoughtful. Like for
Mhm.
my daddy, like he be into like them thoughtful gifts and stuff like that. So and he was a golfer, so I would like do golf and stuff for him, or look, pictures of the boys or pictures of me and
Mhm.
my sisters and stuff like that.
That's me. That's the type of gifts I like to do.
Yeah.
I'm real thoughtful with my gifts. So I don't know what homeboy gonna get.
How y'all feel about that though? Like if you had smaller kids, like should you
Oh
buy the
yeah.
dad
I have a
something?
6-year-old, and I'm just
Oh,
being for
yeah,
real. I
'cause
don't.
he's
No, I
small.
don't. Because
No.
I have older. He has older siblings, so
And
they just
share
put from
dad?
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
they have the
okay.
same father. My kids have the same
But
father.
if
Okay.
but if they wasn't, how would you like if they was little and it was you
And he
had
was a
to-
good dad.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids. I didn't mean to say that. Let's put that out there. I didn't mean to say that. He's a great father. He came a long way from everything. I think I will help them. I mean, yeah, go get them a balloon
Get
or
a
something
little
like that. It
something,
ain't gonna be
yeah.
like bam, bam, bam. You know,
Right,
like
but a
nothing.
little
Right, a little
thoughtful,
something.
Little something.
Little something.
Shoot, something thoughtful from his kid, like from the, from the school, same cards and stuff I get from
And
him.
you know what? So to piggyback on that real quick, so the school, and I know, don't get me wrong, Father's Day, the kids do be out of school, but the schools be making sure that
Not
they
you
do
trying to wait for that art project.
that they doing a little. I love my little art project.
I know, but
get
you
from
said he
Mother's
better
Day.
get that art
But
project.
I'm saying the schools don't do that. But I make sure they call. Like I make sure
Yeah,
that
I
they
do that.
call. Like
Yes.
make sure you call and say Happy Father's Day. I did do a little card, but I will say when my kids were younger, we weren't in the space, so I didn't have to participate in that thing. But I always encourage them to make sure that they called. And now that they are older, again, I'm making sure they call, and especially with that oldest one, like get a little something,
Yeah, when they
a
get
little
older.
card.
Said-
But I definitely I always push the acknowledgement.
Definitely,
Like you definitely
you have to put that in your kids.
Yeah, you need to acknowledge. You need to call, check in.
At
Like
the
I've
end of the day,
always
that's your
pushed
father.
that.
See, and that's a good
Yeah.
lady because
Yeah.
most women are not gonna do that. They're gonna
At
be,
all.
F your daddy, X, Y,
Yeah,
and
no,
Z.
I'm
So you don't
always
have to
gonna
do
push
that.
call.
That's
I'm gonna
you can.
remind
That's
them.
your bare minimum. I'm gonna
Yeah,
encourage you
I'm
to
gonna
do X, Y,
encourage
and
you
Z.
to call. I'm gonna encourage you to say.
I'm pretty sure, like, if dads was like, if the outside parent was like this extremely like real good
I
dad,
agree
y'all
with
would be
that.
doing something totally
She
different.
said, kids will tell you what they want to get their parents. I
And
agree. My little baby told me one day, like, I
Yeah.
want to get my daddy this. Okay, get it, baby. Like some kids
And
will say that.
they will say that too. Like if you remind them, because sometimes I think I've done that one year. I'm like, it's Father's Day. Like, what you want to do? You want to pick up something? So I've had those conversations also. I just always made sure that there was acknowledgement. Like
Even if it's just a text and you
Even
can't
if-
afford a
yeah.
gift, just acknowledge it.
acknowledge.
But how do you acknowledge someone that has a mate and every time they're with their kids, they're getting the phone's blowing up?
What you mean when you say with their kids?
So a father's trying to spend time with their kids and their mate is not comfortable, or how can I say it? You get what I'm trying
They
to
blowing
say.
the phone
Yeah.
down.
They blowing the phone down.
That person, that's some insecure. I've
That's
seen
some
that. That's insecure on their
insecurity.
end. Like, what you worried they might be with me?
Yes.
Well, that's very insecure.
They with
And some people get jealous of
adult kid or
kids. Some people are jealous of
teenage
kids. It's weird.
I said that.
I'm
Some
telling you, I
people
didn't know
are
that was a
jealous
thing,
of
but it's a real
kids.
thing.
They are.
I've seen it.
I've seen
It's a
it
real
too.
thing.
You have to watch your kids. People are jealous of kids.
They
They
are.
are.
I've seen
I
it.
done seen some people toot their lips up at my daughter before, and I'm looking like she's on.
How you mad at her?
How you mad
Weird.
at her?
Because that's the insecurity to feel like
Yep.
that's the
That
doorway
attachment
No, I
to
feel like-
that other
yeah.
person.
No, you be mad at me, so you mad
Yeah.
at my kid. That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
Yeah.
and
When
that
it
too.
come to my daughter, I'll be like, "Oh, you don't like her because you don't like me."
Yeah,
It's
that's what it
your
is. That's
kid.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's all it is the
Definitely.
connection to you, the connection between the person I really don't like. So I don't like you neither. That's just so sad.
That's sad.
It's very sad.
I ain't had to
People-
deal with that either.
Oh,
That's good.
yeah.
I coulda
And
like-
I
that's
wouldn't
horrible.
even know if the phone was. I don't know how to explain it. Like I wouldn't know
Well, no.
You wouldn't know if the phone was ringing.
if the phone was being blown up. Like I never ask my kids. Like we never speak about nothing
I do. I do.
pertaining to
Now that they're getting older.
when they go to their dad's house. Like we don't even.
Maybe when they
Talk
older, because y'all
about-
had that
Yeah.
closeness,
But-
y'all had those conversations.
But even since they was little, I've been separated with their dad since my daughter was in kindergarten.
So when they went with their daddy, you just let them.
When they went on Friday, it was he had them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, took them to school on Monday. What they did over there on Friday, it didn't concern me. When they came back on Monday,
They never just came and conversated with you.
I didn't ask them like what y'all
What if they
do
just
at
tell
your
us?
They just tell
daddy
you.
house. They done had incidents where that didn't happen, where situations then took place. But far as like them being like somebody keep calling or she doing this.
Yeah.
Now that they older, some things might have took place that I probably should have knew about, but they never.
Yeah.
Because I never asked. Because it was
Yeah.
just like
Yeah. They just come and tell you if they feel
it's-
comfortable having that conversation.
You felt
with
like
your
you felt
kids
like
gonna
you
come
shouldn't
tell you.
ask because they was with their father,
And that's their parent.
I felt like he wasn't gonna allow anything to happen to them
as he should.
that I wouldn't allow to happen to them.
And that's
So
a blessed
I
feeling.
never
Not
felt
everybody
like
get that.
I needed
That's
to
good.
question what went on when they was with him. He never gave me that feeling. Like I felt like
Right.
sometimes
So I think I was a
they were
little.
better off. I
So
mean,
I
not
think I was
better
a little
off,
bit
but
different, and
you know what I'm
not.
saying? Like it was just like being with me. I'm gonna say it like
And
that.
so I think I was different, but not because of him, just because of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what I was going to say. Like some
I
people,
didn't-
that's your part of your anxiety level too. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you
But it
okay?
probably depends on the person.
It do.
Because their dad
Sometimes.
is like left, right, up,
and
down.
then I think a lot.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's like one of the people you almost know. Like he not gonna have nobody around him. He not gonna bring
you have some
nobody unless it's serious. He's not gonna have no girls around. He not gonna take them nowhere that they not supposed to be. He gonna be checking me about
what
like,
you doing.
Yeah, like so I never had
that's good,
which was good.
That is
So
good.
it was just see y'all.
And I think mine was the opposite. I think my kid's dad knew that I was a stone cold fool, and we just better just operate on a different playing field because my baby mama ain't wrapped too tight. And I think
we gonna stay right here. We ain't doing
and
nothing
I think
this
just
week.
because very early on, even before we were separate, even before we no longer were in the same household, I was very intentional about what it would look like if we separated. Like I'm one of those people where before we start introducing parties, it needs to be done in a way where all parties are comfortable, because I'm also one of those people that didn't want, and let me preface that by saying I never put anything on him that I also wasn't doing on my end, because I'm one of those people where we not gonna have multiple people jumping in and out. Like if you dating, then date, but my kids ain't got to date everything you date.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I
I
got
was
some
the,
men that do that,
and I was the same way. And I think because there are attachments,
That's basically what you're saying.
So yeah, he can have his person if it's his person. Like it has to be his person, not his persons. And you know what I'm saying? And really, because children develop an attachment, like
they do.
Like
They
even,
do.
and I'll say, like with my fiance, like my kids were attached to my fiance. Now he's no longer my fiance. So that was another detachment that they had to go
They
through.
going through a breakup with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very intentional about we not just getting ready to be populating, circulating. Like we got to be intentional about how we're going to co-parent separately. So I think that's also very healthy in those type of situations, that individuals are very honest and intentional about how you want to raise the children so that you can be comfortable.
Yeah. Because my baby, he loves his daddy girlfriend. He told me one day, like, I'm going to take this pieces of gum, and I was like, oh, okay. So
see,
that's a good feeling for a child to feel comfortable,
especially in
that's
today's
all
society.
You really want. That's all you really want.
But see, that's something you have that I don't. I still to this day, my kids' father have been with the same girl for just as long as I've been with my husband. But my kids have no
relationship, no type
of relationship.
See, I was struggling with that.
That hurt me.
My little baby.
Yeah,
that
I would struggle with that.
It's been a struggle. With somebody
it's only my little baby because he's
that long and haven't developed that connection.
My daughter graduation, you didn't come to my son graduation, you didn't come to that.
Was she invited?
My kids invited her. I'm pretty sure. I don't have a relationship with her. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I never been
petty like that. You just let it go.
Yeah. I just ride with because I know him. So it's like so it's almost like, do he not let her? But how do you be with somebody that
doesn't have a relationship with your kids?
Don't have an attachment to your. Because my husband would be like,
Some
who ain't going?
Some don't care.
She in the house with me every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's something that I
see. I would have had. Yeah,
my kids have no type of
my little baby,
and that's hard because you ain't trying to force her to have a relationship, but it's like, but it makes you want it. It's weird, like how you be around as long.
But yeah, I'm looking. I could see if it's
even a year.
I would have been looking sideways at him because how you go this.
Why you even?
How you go?
Why you still like?
Yeah, how you going this long with somebody that ain't got no
relationship with
your
children?
To
stay.
No, this is all his stuff. See, that's what I'm saying.
And why you still like her?
That's what and see, that's where it comes when it's like, I mean, because
it's something else.
You don't want to ask questions.
So,
you don't want to.
No, because that conversation has been had.
Yeah.
for sure. For somebody to be together that long, that conversation has already been had. That could be something he probably low key struggling with.
Now she
Yeah.
sent gifts.
Yeah.
She sent gifts.
It could be
but
her insecurity too.
I-
Nobody
but
want to be
gifts
around
to
you.
me don't
Insecurities play a
matter.
big part.
Gifts don't
It
matter
do.
to
They don't.
me. You know,
They don't.
I'm not a person that gifts. I can't be bought, and my kids can't be bought. The time, so it's like now
Yeah.
they are 23, 19, and 18. So it's like from 7 on.
That's
That's a
a
long
That's a long
time.
time.
No
Long
type
time.
you
To
miss
have
they
no time.
prom, they graduation.
But you know what? When you're a
But
nurturing
I can't
mother,
say what type of relationship
I was just about to
she
say,
got
I
with
just
them
said
over
that.
there.
That's what I was about to say. You don't know how she
So
parenting
I
her own
can't-
kids.
Exactly.
But when you're
Yeah.
a mother, a loving mother, whoever guy you date, and you in a serious relationship, you're gonna be attached to their kids. You're gonna treat them just like yours.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's just law.
And I've been around my stepdaughter since she was 3. Me and her mom used to be like, two murderers come across each other until I just ignored the situation.
Yeah.
We went with the can't have my kid around it and all that, but I'm his wife.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be there regardless.
Definitely.
But the attachment is there. I feel like that's my baby.
Mhm.
I'd be mad because I can't step in. It'd be
Yeah.
like I can't even say nothing
Right.
because it's not my child for real.
Mhm.
So I struggle with that part of it, and then
Mhm.
look at my kids and be like,
How does she not?
how do she don't even come around them? So it's like
Oh, yeah, I
That's-
would definitely.
no birthday parties, and their dad has never. I'm gonna say this. I had my first son 15. He was 17. He has never ever missed a birthday, a Christmas, a holiday, Valentine's, nothing. I don't care if Valentine's Day fell on Jemiah got a game, ain't no girlfriend. He gonna be at the game.
That's a father for you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
From day one, since I pushed my son out, he's never missed nothing. If somebody got to sit at the school, it's gonna be him because he worked nights. It's gonna be him. He's gonna be sitting at the school.
That's what I'm talking about.
To get a woman though that
that's
have
strange.
no
He deserve better.
feelings,
That's the case.
you wonder like
Yeah, that's very
how.
strange.
That
So
is.
the only thing I could see is what kind of relationship. But my kids never told me nothing bad.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I mean, it's good,
That's
but
good, but
But it's weird.
That
Weird.
is weird. That's real weird.
and I can't be mean to nobody kid. Like I couldn't ignore them. They're at my house. I don't understand how you can't get attached to somebody else's kids because when they walk in the house, you're gonna be like, I was just raised to say hello. You know, hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
You
you
just
just
coming
gonna
in.
try
You're
to.
just not gonna say nothing. To
But
It's
then
just
what
after
if
all
they-
that
what if they
time,
sheltered,
it should have
though?
so much
Like, 'cause
more.
They is kind of like, mama.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what if they pushed her away? Because sometimes
That's still too long.
But that's
But
still
that's
too
a long
long.
time.
That's
That's
a long time. And I
But
ain't
I
saying.
have all these ideas. I'll be trying.
Yeah.
I'll be trying the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
I
And
mean,
Yeah.
so, and ain't nobody saying that you got to be, because okay, all women are not mothers. Everybody
Oh.
don't
We've been
have that
established
instinct.
Yeah.
Right.
oh,
So,
baby,
So not to say that she had to be like really step into like this mothering role, but to not have no type of relationship.
You
want to
have auntie vibes or
weird.
something.
Yeah, something.
Cousin vibes.
You gotta
something.
have some type
neighbor vibes.
That's what I'm
Something.
saying. I don't know.
It has to
how
be
it is on
something.
they
I don't
end.
know.
Yeah,
You
you,
know
don't
what I'm
know.
Because they went there every single weekend from my oldest was in the 6th grade when we
So did she? So
separated.
then I would have to be like, did she not talk to y'all for a whole
I
weekend?
be asking now.
Like,
Now that they older, we
Right.
talk about it. Now that
yeah,
we
like,
and
so
they
did
be
she
like,
just stay in the
no,
room all
that-
weekend?
Yes. But that's we ain't even going there. Yeah.
You right.
See, but see,
you know what? That's something.
Again,
Yeah,
that's
we
why
can't
I
fix
say
that.
I know him.
That's not-
So
that-
that's why.
And I feel
let
bad.
it
I break
go.
for him because he doesn't deserve that.
I mean, that's his preference, though.
No,
Yeah.
he gotta find something else.
I mean,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
late
that
now.
might
but if
be-
that's what you want,
But you
if that's what you want,
I'ma
that's
say
fine.
this,
But
you have men
he
that
just
like
deserve.
you have men that like women like that. Part of the reason why we didn't work. You have men who like women that sheltered, that walk a narrow line, that don't talk to people, that don't. That
You're
only
right. There's
speak to
there are
what's
men that
spoken
like that.
to,
Mm.
and
But
Bare
you got to
minimum.
talk to
So,
my children,
bare
though.
minimum.
I think that's just my thing. Like, I need you to have. I couldn't be with nobody that didn't have some level of relationship
With my baby.
with my
Because that's what you
children.
want. That's
Because
what you
that's
want.
what you want.
the graduation just did it for me. only the reason why I say that with Jemiah with my daughter is because she was 5. So she was the youngest. Like you watched
So you
her grow
up
up.
and you ain't
She
show
the
up.
baby. You know, my son he was older. You know, boys be more mama's boys.
Um,
That what Alicia's saying, you absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how he operate because things have happened in the past. So maybe it has been situations where it's like
You do have some guys don't say nothing to my kids. You do.
He was like that with my parents.
Oh, wow.
And everybody. One of them people like don't nobody say nothing to my
But I say that
still as a mother and being there that long, Corey can't tell me not to say nothing to Kamora.
So
can't. Like
it's so weird.
That's my kid too.
And so again, I think that's why it's important to have those conversations very early on, because not last week because we took last week off, but the week prior to that, we were talking about childhood trauma. Like what type of trauma is going to come from a fact that you've been around, and even if it was just because some biological parents operate like that where they don't have relationships with their children. So I don't want it to be like it's just because that wasn't their biological mother, but then you have to think about the trauma that's going to come from that. And that's what I'd be concerned about. And I think I was concerned so much about it that I probably made decisions that may not have been the best.
But you know,
during that
time. Does she have children?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I thought of everything I could think of. I don't know. I don't
play
get
of a father of a baby daddy. Like a father gonna correct that. Like you said, he's a great father, but
and it sounds like
you said, some guys.
I just would like to know how she interacted with her children if they're around at the same time. You know what I mean? Because that, like you said, like I'm not trying to control what goes on in your household over there.
Gap though. See, because my kids are now 23, 19, and 18. Her kids are young, so I think her oldest kid may be like 12 or 13.
Oh, they really young.
You know what I'm saying? And then the one that they share is only 4.
And I would feel really weird when you around and you just, oh, my kids. Are you silent when? No, I'm talking about her. Like if she's around your children and she's just silent to them, but talking to her.
I've never been around her, ever.
See, I think I would struggle with that too.
I've only been around her in the presence of an uproar one time. Like we've never been around each other.
And sometimes it's best. Sometimes it's best.
But I'm gonna say it's because in the beginning we
clashed. So sometimes it's
and
best.
now it's
smooth.
It's no nothing. I don't say nothing.
The beginning, you and her was that way.
The beginning of me and her was that way. We bumped heads. Like we had our moments, but then I had to set it straight that we not gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those. I'm not about to beef with nobody. This is no longer my man. So what y'all do over there is not my concern. Yeah. My only concern is my 3 children. Kids.
Right.
And as long as they're not being harmed or telling me they don't want to go over their daddy house or they got a problem with
I guess that's all we can expect. That's all we can get from that.
I never bothered it.
Yeah.
I felt like as long as they never came home, and they never have.
My child.
I guess that's all you can ask for. They were safe. They didn't feel mistreated.
They never told me they felt mistreated. They never said nothing bad about her. Yeah, they never said nothing good about her.
Like you said, as long as your kids say something. My kid had one time to tell me that they didn't want to go over there. That was it. You ain't got to. I'm not going to force you to go nowhere. That meant something was wrong to me in my eyes.
Did you ask?
I did.
Because see, some kids, so this what
But I didn't want nobody to think I was a bitter baby mama trying to be in the day. Yeah, no.
It'd be like some of the kids, though, they play on the
They do. Oh, they do.
That's why I probably would have instructed you. I need you to tell your daddy what you told me. So that way he don't feel that I'm keeping you.
I did.
And mine did. Mine did. And they had a conversation. And he said they do not have to do nothing they don't want to.
So I did that this time about a situation because I didn't want. I'm the same way with you. Like they didn't want to go.
Oh, Tia.
They didn't want to go, but I didn't want to be viewed as okay, she's still mad. Okay, she mad. That's why. So I was like,
ask them why they didn't want to go. Because see, my kids used to pull that on me.
I did, and my kids are very.
On me. But I knew that their dad house was the enforcer house. So it's like, I know why y'all don't want to
And
go.
I
over
knew
there.
I
You
knew
can't
why they
do-
didn't want to go.
You know what I'm saying?
And I also tried to explain to him why they didn't want to go. My kids are very home, like they want to just be at home.
Yeah.
That's just
That's
they just
all
want to
these
be at
kids
home.
now these days.
Yeah.
But I do try to encourage.
They
But
need
they
that
just
time.
matter of factly like didn't like he matter of factly like did not want to go. I said, well, if you matter of factly do not want to go,
Not
you
gonna
got to
force
pick
you.
up that phone
And tell them
and you got to
yourself.
tell them that you don't want to
Yes.
go. Well, that
'Cause
didn't
we ain't about
turn,
to be bashing me.
but that didn't
That's
turn
right.
out well.
Oh,
It didn't turn out well because on the other side of it, he couldn't receive that he just didn't want to
wanna
go.
Oh, it was you.
It wasn't me.
Oh,
He
was
just
it
didn't
you?
Okay.
understand. He
Okay.
didn't put it on me, but
Okay.
he just didn't understand
Why?
And so now I'm dealing with my child, and we in the middle of Macy's because I'm buying the outfit, everything. You about to go? You want to go?
Happy as heck. Back
Yeah,
these days.
you about
your
to
daddy.
go? And so he in the store mad, like, and so he made the call. And so now he in the middle of Macy's in full blown tears because he trying to explain and it wasn't received well. So now me as a mother, I'm
now
done
you to
went
put
from
him out
mad-
there. You to
I
put
done
him in
went
the
from mad to
situation. So
sad to
now
I don't know what to do about the situation. So I think it's a battle. It's a struggle when you're trying to find that balance. And at the end of the day, it worked out because we're in a better place now. So things panned out. But I think it's a sensitive situation.
It is
because
for the
things-
man's too.
Because things can go either way.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes something could really be going on to
Yeah.
where the kid don't want to go.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, like in my kid's case, it's the enforcer house. So
Right, the enforcer.
I know that you ain't being on your phone after 10 o'clock. I know that
Right.
you're not.
It's
doing
different.
Different things.
That's why it's
you know?
so hard living, so separate houses with the
is.
kids
So-
because
Two different
it's different
households.
households. You
They
gonna
will play
parent
on
your
that.
way. I'm gonna parent.
They
my
will play on
way.
that.
They're going to play on it.
My
But see,
son tried
That's
that.
another one, but that's a conversation too. Because I feel like, and I will say, shout out to my kid's father on this one. Because even while we was on not the best terms, we knew very early on how we wanted to raise our boys. So there was never any bucking in terms of the values that we wanted to instill,
I can
the
agree.
type of
I
men
can
that they
agree
want.
with that.
Like, so that was never an issue. Like, that's why I think we co-parent so well, because we work well with how we want to raise them as men.
Yeah.
Our issues in the beginning was, again, learning how to navigate separately and co-parent, and then
Communication, all of that.
you do the put tug
when
and
you
war
take
on
the
who doing
feelings out,
what.
you have to get rid of the
But
feelings.
I
You
think
got to.
And
The
that's
feelings get
the
you in.
problem.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of women still have feelings and they can't admit it. It's some kind of why.
But it's okay because you're gonna have feelings.
You gonna-
it's
you can have
years.
babies
You're
with
gonna
guys,
you
but
had
you
you
gonna
done had
have-
intimate moments.
when
It's
you
okay to
get
have
past
feelings,
that-
but it's over.
when you get past
You gotta
that,
realize
though,
that.
you better off.
Yeah.
Because
You are.
You off. You
you
let
can
it go.
handle
You gotta let it
different
go.
situations better.
When you
know,
let
And you,
with a
that,
clear
and you
mind.
start that healing process,
Yes.
lady, by giving them their flowers when
Giving
they're
them their
due.
flowers.
Like, just
Even when
give
you
it
don't
to-
want to.
even when you
just
Yeah.
do it.
And trust me,
it's
honey,
healing for
if
you.
I can do it, anybody can do
There
it.
you right.
If I can
If
do
Maya can do it,
Anybody
anybody
You saw
can do
everything.
it.
Listen,
For real.
I think I love this platform so much so because I am in a place now where I can really be
Just talk
transparent.
about
It's
it.
like,
it's
about it.
okay.
and
yes.
understand that sis
It's not
was,
telling your business. It's just getting
sis
it out
was
there.
like really on. I went through some changes, and
I know. I
it's again. It's not perfect even now. Like, we are still working through some things, but I had to give grace. I had to allow space for him to be the father that whatever that looked like for him. Like, I can't determine that.
Can't dictate.
I
how he
can't
do- that's
dictate
right.
that. And ladies, if father looks like 5 minutes, praise him for the 5 minutes. Granted, we want it to be 30, we want it to be hours, like we want it to be that. But if it's 5 minutes, because some kid may not be getting 5 minutes, they might not see their father at all.
Mhm.
So allow them that space. And again, that doesn't mean that we don't get frustrated, because we do. But if you may find that if you give them the grace for the 5 minutes,
might get easy.
it
It
might
might get
turn
better.
into 10. It
And
might
it's not
turn
about
into
them.
15.
It's still about your
Your
peace
kid.
too.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's no
And
point in you
you.
having your chest tight the
Yeah.
whole time
Learn
about something
it
he's
too.
not doing and he's not going to
Ooh.
do. So continue to just thank you for showing up.
Thank you for showing
and
up.
learning. You
I
have
just
to-
That's
used to
healing
go
for
in a
you.
room.
It's
gotta
healing for
learn.
you.
That was
Yeah.
my healing. If I
And
learn
you can't
from-
change nothing.
from
It'll
what
happen
they-
when it happens.
what they patterns are too. You have to accept a person exactly for who they are. If you accept them for
with
exactly
anything,
who they are
you will
and
let
don't
it go.
expect
Yeah.
nothing, you
You
will
gonna
be
be-
okay.
you will be okay. We have so
My
much
kids'
expectation
daddy-
of people.
People call him weekend daddy because he get on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But what else can he do? We live an hour away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I work Monday through Friday. He worked Monday through Friday. They had school.
School.
What can we do? But as long as he's showing up on Friday and showing up at them games and sending them cash apps when I need them,
Okay.
to me, he the best daddy ever. He
And
doing
that's
his
good.
part. You get what I'm saying? I just don't.
Sometimes, every day is, healing takes time.
It does. So we have
And,
to. You
yeah.
gotta be. You gotta be.
Even with
soft
our
on
own
yourself.
fathers.
On
You do.
yourself.
And allow yourself grace. When you
Allow
mess
yourself
up,
grace.
just get back on track.
And just
Healing
like we
takes
have to be
time.
that patient with them too. I had to learn that. We have to be patient with them. They be having a lot going on, and we be bashing them, like you said, Maya. Like it took a while,
Ooh,
baby.
baby.
So
It
just
takes
don't
a
worry about what's on
while.
their plate. We're gonna worry about what's on our plate. We're gonna
Definitely. Just
healing's
worry
gonna
about
take
yourself.
time. Worry about yourself and
Worry
worry
about
about your
yourself.
healing.
And
Don't be upset all the time
No.
when things don't go
And
that
we
way it
gonna
is.
not bash these men
And
on
Father's
and
Day,
get
we're
them their
not.
day.
And to get our kick
'cause
off
I
on
got
that,
some great fathers around. For real.
like I said, we're giving them their flowers today. So
Yes.
I'm gonna ask each and every one of y'all. What I say I was gonna ask
We all looking like
What?
what?
What you gonna ask?
you.
We all looking like
Give a small compliment to your children's father. Maya.
My kid's father is dope. I think that the level of understanding that we have come to, and I'll say the level of love that I know he has for his children. Like he loves his children. And to be honest, I think if he was able to be all things to his children, honestly, the mothers of his children, I think that he would do that. So I think that the love that he has for his kids is amazing. And I agree that if he had more time and if he had more means, things would look different. So
Jen.
Well, I have two. A husband, the best husband ever. Let me say that. My baby be working hard and carrying the load. He is one of them daddies that take kids to school, pick them up, comb hair, drop offs, practice games, all that. So we ain't gonna be bashing no daddies around me.
That's right.
And my kid's father, because we ain't calling him no baby daddy, because he been holding it down since he was 17. I'ma shout out to him because he ain't never gave up. And I
Yeah.
can't ask for nothing more. Like
I like
he's
that.
never
Yeah.
gave
Never
up.
gave
Like,
up.
I like
no
that.
matter if he was struggling or I don't know what went on his side. But when we
still showed
needed
up.
him, he came through. No matter what I was doing, no matter what relationship he never not been there. So I can't knock him. So happy Father's Day to my husband and to Mr. Sneed, as I call him, George, my baby daddy.
Come on, Kira. We can find a compliment
Okay.
somewhere. Somewhere.
Okay, so to my kid's father, like you said, Jen, I liked it that he never gave up, even through all the bull crap, us trying to find a way to communicate. We are getting better as the day goes on. Like like you said, it's a roller coaster. Sometimes it's up and down, but I love that he never gave up. It's been days that he come in my house, I go in my room, close my door. Hey, just talk to your kids. I'm good. You ain't got to speak to me. That's the attitude I had.
Mhm.
And he told me that. He was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I tried myself to fix it. So he'd
That's
come in my
right.
house, he'd be like, hey, Kira. And I'd be like, hey, Jamal, how you
Aw.
doing?
Mhm.
I
So-
love that he never gave up. I love that. I love that he comes through even when I didn't think so.
Yep.
I like that he pulls through. He's becoming a dope father. We're coming to a point where we can co-parent it. Even when we had, like you said about child support, I didn't put him on child support, but when we got a divorce, they automatically put him on child support. So that was something. He came to me and he talked about it, and I took him straight off of it. I'm not a bitter. I love that. I love it. I love it. So happy Father's Day, Jamal, and I hope you enjoy your day.
That's what's up, y'all. Oh, to that husband
Not
that
to
I
that
live
husband.
with. Hold on. I love my husband. He is super, super dope. He was. I remember when. Okay, I'm gonna end it really fast. But happy Father's Day to my husband. He is super, super dope. My children all got the same dad, except my oldest. Her father's deceased. But when I met him, he immediately just wanted to be her daddy. Like he asked her, "Can I be your daddy?" And she came and said, "He want to be my daddy." I'm like, "What the hell? You don't just ask my baby that? Like, what is wrong with you? How you know I want to be with you for real?" But they had a bond early on, and I just loved it. And he just been her dad ever since. He even proposed to her when he proposed to me.
Oh, I love
So, the compliment I would give him is that he's always gonna try,
That's right.
and he's gonna listen to me, and he's gonna continue to try. And the way he love his kids, can't nobody mess with him. Don't mess with his kids.
Yeah,
He love
that's-
them,
that's
like
good.
wholheartedly love his kids.
Yeah,
So
I
see,
can
And I
there you
love
go,
that.
4 great, dope, well, 5
Yeah,
great, dope black fathers
right.
there.
for sure.
Mhm.
So we're gonna post about them Father's
Mhm.
Day. We're gonna
not
send
gonna
out
bash
good
them.
stuff.
And
We
we
ain't
gonna-
bashing them, right?
And
We ain't gonna bash
post
them.
about my son, who's
Yes, who's
23,
a 23
holding
young
it
dad.
down with 2 babies.
So
Yes.
that's the objective
Why
of
his
Father
baby
Day.
mama
Post the
running
positive
around.
posts.
Yep.
Yes,
Positive Father's
positive.
Day posts.
Positive
Post
post.
If you
only.
don't got nothing nice to say,
Don't say nothing at
all.
all.
At all.
And to the
Period.
ones that's not getting Happy Father's Day, Happy
Happy
Father's Day from
Father's Day.
Session
Right.
35.
He's a
Session
good man,
35.
Savannah.
We ain't gonna say they all that. But
Thanks, y'all. I'm so excited. We'll be back on here next Wednesday. Peace
Have a
out.
good day.
Have a good night.
see y'all.